Hey guys, it's me Abby. So today I'm doing a contour, blush, highlighting, and baking 101 video. All that's going to be combined to one video, and I'm just going to be explaining to you how I do this contoured, rosy, highlighted look. I want to add a little disclaimer. I know I'm not amazing at contouring. I still have a lot to work on, and I'm not professional at makeup. Obviously, I'm 15. I got other things to worry about like school, but this is just my interpretation and how I would teach someone how to do this. So if you want a more totally professional, detailed tutorial, you can go somewhere else. If you guys haven't already, follow me on Instagram, which is all in the description box, and my Snapchat. My Kik is on there. I think my photo's there too, I'm not sure. Look in the description box and follow me on all my social media. And if you guys have any video requests, leave them in this comment section down below. Or if you have any questions, leave them also. And yeah, I hope you guys enjoy this video, and let's just get started. The first thing you need to make sure is that you have a good base, and I applied a foundation on one half of my face, and as you can see with the foundation, it just evens out my skin tone. This makes everything one color, so it looks, you know, great. Flawless. I'm using my Maybelline Super Stay Better Skin Transforming Foundation in the color 30 Warm Nude, and actually this is like a half a shade darker or something like that, but I like to look a little bit tanner, and plus my face is lighter than the rest of my body, so it helps to just help in that department. I'm just going to use a flat top brush to put this on my face, and you want to make sure that you are applying a nice thin layer first, and if you want to add more, you can do that. You can just apply concealer. I know some people don't like using foundation all over their face. We're going to start with the first step of highlighting, and that is just concealing under eyes, nose, forehead, and chin, and a little bit above the cupid's bow with a lighter shade. I'm using this light foundation by CoverGirl. It's the Ready Set Gorgeous Fresh Complexion Oil-Free Foundation, and this is in the color Buff Beige. My eyebrows look a little orangey. I ran out of my eyebrow pencil, so I just use a random eyeshadow, and eyeshadow is a little bit too warm, but we're gonna go with it because whatever. To make sure everything is blended, I'm using a foundation sponge. This is not the beauty blender, it's just a foundation sponge from this brand called Kiko. So if you want to just go straight to powder contour, you can definitely do that, but I'm showing you the full shebang. I'm doing cream contour, I'm doing powder contour, I'm doing baking, I'm doing everything. But if you want to go straight to powder contour, just set your face and then skip ahead to my powder contour part of this video. But if you want to learn how to cream contour, I'm going to teach you how to do that. You don't want to set your face until all the cream products, the wet products, are on your skin. I'm going to use a little concealer brush. I'm going to take a darker foundation. The only darker foundation the darkest foundation I have in my collection was this Chanel foundation, but obviously you don't have to use this. You can definitely use another darker foundation, and I'm also gonna mix it with this darker foundation. Just to get a little bit darker. I'm mixing with this foundation also to make it a little bit creamier, because these foundations are kind of rough and dense. You can tuck in your cheeks, or you can start from the top of your ear and just go down. However you want to mark. I'm going to draw a line first, and then I'm just going to actually put on the product. I recommend getting a foundation or cream contour color that is only like a shade or two darker, because you're going to be applying powder on top, and if you add too much darkness, it's just going to look too muddy and unnatural. If you like that warm contour and you have pale, cool skin, that's totally okay. Or if you have like a warmer tone like me and you like a really cool tone contour, that's up to you, but you just have to test out different colors and see which one you prefer. And don't go too far in, don't go farther than the middle of your pupil, because then you would just look like, I don't know, it'll be very unnatural looking. Go on to my forehead a little bit, just apply on the very edge, based on your hairline, and also my jawline. I just like to sculpt it out a little bit. If you want to make your nose look smaller, definitely contouring is the key, unless you want to go all out and do nose job, but no thanks. What I do is I kind of just outline first very top of my nose like this, And I kind of go a little bit, so right before your nostrils start, I kind of go a little bit inwards. Create that really thin nose bridge look. And I use it under my lip. And I also go under my chin. I forgot to do that. You can take a sponge or whatever you want. I feel like a sponge really helps blend all these contour creams out because it just looks a lot more natural and it's really easy to blend. And now it's time for the baking, and if you don't want to do baking, just skip this part. But if you want to learn about what baking is and how to do it, I got you. Basically, baking is a new trend that's been happening all over YouTube and Instagram and basically everywhere. You apply a crap ton of powder under your eyes or under your jawline, wherever you want to highlight. And, you know, since your face is naturally, your whole body is naturally really warm, basically when the powder sits there, it bakes. And what it does is it settles into your skin and it kind of sets your concealer into place, and it adds a little bit of a highlighting effect if you use a lighter powder or a translucent powder. And if you want a little more in-depth definition, you can definitely just search up on the internet, but that's my interpretation of what baking is. And I don't really have any other loose powders besides Chanel powders because my mom gave them to me a long time ago, so I just use those. But obviously you can use drugstore loose powders or whatever loose powder you have. So you can see it's on my thing. And I like to apply the powder with another sponge. This is kind of has like a pointier end to it, and you can see it has some translucent powder on there. And then what you want to do is just want to pat this under your eyes. You can go up a little more to highlight the face. I like to apply it under my contour. This kind of helps the contour look sharper. And it's kind of a guideline of where to put your powder contour. You can do this after powder contour, before powder contour, but I like my baking to sit there as long as possible, so I do it before. And then a little bit on my forehead to highlight there. Basically you want to apply this everywhere where you highlight. Baking is definitely not something you should be, I mean, you could do it every day if you wanted to, but it's not known for an everyday thing. It's kind of just like for special occasions or where you want your makeup to last a lot longer. If you want to combine cream contour and powder contour, it makes a lot of a more sharper, more dramatic contour. I mean, this isn't that dramatic. I mean, it's kind of dramatic, but it's not like crazy. Or you can just do cream contour, or you can just do powder contour, whatever you want. I'm going to be using the e.l.f. contouring blush and bronzing powder. You know, contouring, it's appropriate. So I'm going to take this slanted brush and I'm going to just pat it in. Do not take too much because you can always add more, but you cannot take away. It's not easy. And I'm just going to start from the back and then make my way towards the front. Then for my nose contour, since this brush is kind of big and it'll kind of just look really muddy and not even lines, I pinch my brush like so it's like really thin like that, and I kind of just dip in like that, take a little bit, and I just apply it when the brunch is I forgot to mention that it might be easier for the powder contour to blend if you set your face with powder. I totally forgot about that. So this hasn't been on for a huge amount of time, but I don't want it to stay on for too long. You can leave it on for from 5 to 10 minutes, depending how much time you want, depending how much highlight you want, or how much you want your makeup to be set. I'm going to take a little brush like this, and I'm just going to swipe it away. Sometimes if I want to create a really, really sharp contour, I will take my NYX contour and highlighting palette, and I'll take the really dark powder, dab it once in my contour palette, and I'll just outline the very, like on the very part of the cheekbone, and I'll just blend it out. I will not carry it onto the other color, the lighter contour powder. And I'll use this just to really create a really sharp cheekbone. Alright, now time for the blush. And you don't have to wear blush. I know a lot of people don't like blush, but I like blush. So I'm using my NYX blush like always in the color Mocha. I'm just taking a little bit of this and I'm just gonna pop that right above the contour. Finally, time for the actual highlighting, and I'm going to be using my NYX highlighting contour powder or palette, and I love this champagne highlight Oh my god. And for a more dewy look, I love doing this step. I take just some like facial mist or like setting spray, whatever, and I just spray my face. And that is how I do my contour, my highlighting, my blush, and my baking. I hope you guys enjoyed this look, and if you have any questions, you can leave them down in the comments below. And if you guys want any more like 101 type of videos, then let me know if I can do a bunch of them. And I will see you guys in the next video. Bye! Today I'm going to be doing a contour, blush, bronzer, and a little more dewy and natural. Oh, I just slapped myself in the face. Okay. The key to getting the ow, I'm such a great YouTuber. I just look down. I was gonna say look downstairs. So let's just get started. So, as you can see, okay. Hey guys. Oh my god. Oh my god. Never. Okay.